Here's a video to remember. The M01 mouse. Can we just call it the 01? I felt proper when I said 0. This is a gaming mouse, and you can tell by the way it looks, right? It's not wireless, but it ain't got no wire. Okay, so it's got a braided cable, right? Actually a very firm braided cable, but it's interesting. This braided cable is, I guess, a little bit lighter than a lot of the braided cables out there. Not complaining about it really that much, but I like the fact that you can take this out and swap it out because you could get like a regular rubber cable if you like. Make a rubber cable replacement for this and I'll buy it. So the big thing with this mouse is that it is the least expensive mouse that I've ever seen with the 3360 sensor. And that's the granddaddy of all infrared optical sensors right now. So you're gonna get pretty good performance. I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna test this thing out in just a minute right now. I'm just gonna run down the specs and tell you what we're looking at here. So as you can see, the gaming aesthetic, we got RGB. We've got 5 DPI choices, and when you get into the software, you can change those, set each one of them up for whatever you like, all the way up to 12,000 DPI, which is a bit ridiculous. So we have Omron switches on top for both left and right, 20 million clicks right there. We have 2 side buttons here for your thumb, and we have a very intelligently designed sniper button. So the sniper button, and I know a lot of the pros are like, nah, sniper button. This sniper button is intelligently designed because it is flat right here, so it doesn't really bother my thumb. And it actually, you have to like press your thumb into the groove in order to depress it. So this is not a very depressing button. A little hard to depress, but that's a good thing because you have to be very deliberate. I'm really hitting my consonants today. Yesterday I was consonant-pated. Just had to have a vowel movement. Cut all that. Nope. Yes, cut it. That's the parasite in my neck. I told you this was going to happen. So anyway, the sniper button is actually well designed, and I did never once have hit this thing accidentally, but I'll go over and try it in some games in just a second. Different LED for the different DPIs, and you can go into the software and mess around with that. And then we have one RGB zone, even though it looks like it has headlights in the front, it looks like it have this is all just one RGB zone here for the back. So if you want to match it up, you have to go into the software and match that up, but you do have full control over this. The DPI, you only have limited control over. So the dimensions on this mouse, 117 by 78 by 39 millimeters. The bump or the arc in the mouse is a little bit far back. So it does work for claw grip. Claw grip, you're gonna wanna be a little bit more careful with the sniper button. For palm grip, it's a little less comfortable. I'm finding my side fingers don't really know where to go, but it's not so bad. It kind of works with both palm and claw. I do like claw or somewhere in between a little better. The weight on this mouse is 120 grams. It does have a metal plate on the bottom, right there with the sensor, plus the polytetrafluoroethylene feet all the way around the sides. For the build quality, it's not a bad weight, especially with the metal plate on the bottom. I think they could have gone for the market standard for high quality mice of being under 100 grams, but I actually don't mind 120 grams. So the polling rate on this goes all the way up to 1,000 hertz, but you need to go into the software. By default, when you just plug it in, it was at 500. So just plugging it in and going, not really the best option because you have to go and turn up the polling rate to 1,000 in order to take really advantage of this. So you do need the software, in my opinion. Oh, first off, let's look at the software, and then we'll go play some games. All right, so first off, let's check out our DPI steps that come out of the box. You got 800, 2400, 3600, 4800, and 12,000! So that's for marketing hype, but you guys can go in and change all these different steps if you like. Turn acceleration off or up to fast if you're crazy. Snap angles, this is for Mac users, I feel. Your polling rate, bring that up to 1,000. On default, it's 500, so I needed to install the software to change that. Then you have your scroll speed down on the bottom. Over here, you can change your defaults, and then we have a couple different LED areas. You got the DPI LED that you can change right here, and there's not a lot of colors, no custom colors. And then over here, you've got breathing, and you've got color gradient, and then that's pretty much it. Continue to turn it off. Continue to just, on. Change the speed of the breathing and that sort of thing. Brightness. And then down here, you actually can come in and choose exactly the color you like. So it changes on the fly. That's one thing that's really cool about this software. So pretty basic software, mainly just for DPI, a few mouse settings, and RGB settings. No macros as of yet. Gotcha. I'll get you again. Come over here. Gotcha. Yeah, mouse, plenty accurate. It feels like any other 3360 based mouse, like can't really tell much of a difference. I mean, the main problem right now is just user skill. Whoa, headshot. Watch out. Took that guy out. Oh well. That's what happens when you land in high concentration areas. Yes. Don't show that. Got no problem with this mouse. It aims really nicely. It's inexpensive. It's a 3360. I felt no stutter. If you're okay with this gamer aesthetic, then that's one thing. If not, you can spend more money to get similar features with maybe a more solid build. But as it stands, this is a good entry point for a 3360 mouse that'll get you gaming. So I can't complain about that. You buy this t-shirt right now. There it is. All right, that's all I'm saying. EpicPants.com. Bye, everybody.